Did you notice that the conversation that's going on in your head, the internal dialogue that you're saying to yourself, actually is going to dictate how you perform, how you take action, and how much confidence you have in any meeting or interaction you go in with? I remember a time when in my 20s I've been working on this project for a specific client, and the client had some issues, and me and the creative director had been responsible for this sort of mess up with the client, and the partner in our agency had asked us to a meeting. The meeting was 4:00, and I had set up another meeting with the creative director at 3:30 so that we could get our story straight before we saw the partner. I spent the whole day going, oh my God, I can't believe we did this. I can't believe I even let the client get to this point. Why don't I manage it? What am I going to say to him? If he says this, I'm going to say this. If the partner says this, I'm going to say this. And, it was running through my head all through the day. I got to that 4:30 meeting with the creative director, and the first thing I said to him was, so what are we going to say? He's like, what, in the meeting with the partner? I'm like, yeah, in the meeting with the partner, what are we going to say? And he's like, oh, well, what about the client? And I'm like, yeah, about the client. He's like, oh, I don't care. If he asks us what's going on, we'll say we're just dealing with it. What I want to do is I want to talk more about how we're going to progress the project and the fact that we need more resource. In that instance, it dawned on me that I spent the whole day worrying about what are we going to say, how are we going to say it, blah, 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 dialogue going on all day in my head, how I could handle that meeting. Creative director, he doesn't care. He hasn't even thought about it at all. He just rocks up saying, oh, we'll deal with it, don't worry about it. And actually, I want to focus on something else. Who do you think went into that meeting with more confidence and was more effective when we met the partner? Confidence comes from the dialogue that's going on in your head, along with some other components. But what you're saying and how you're saying it to yourself is a massive factor on how confident you're going to be when you go into any meeting. If you can manage your internal dialogue and ask yourself constructive questions like, why am I going to do this effectively, rather than, oh my God, what am I going to say? Then you're going to get much better outcomes. And if you want to find out more about how to ask better questions, how to put in processes so that you manage your internal dialogue so that it works for you and it isn't against you, then set up a free consultation with me at www.youandlaura.com, and I look forward to seeing you there.